Hey, people, Jess here. And welcome to a brand new episode of the Weebshit podcast. Like I said, I'm Jess.
And I'm Aaron.
And yeah, you just got baited. This is his offset video.
I think the moment you said, hey, people, it's Jess,
God
I
damn.
think it was already obvious.
That's gonna be the new trademark. We're stealing YouTubers' intros.
uh, because original ideas are overrated, apparently.
Yeah, of course. I mean, we don't have I can't make like on my own iconic intro. Like hey,
Taking the
what
time
is
to
up?
make my own bombastic intro? No, thank you.
Gotta do like other YouTubers, like they be explosive, like, what is up, gamers? It's your boy.
Or the typical generic YouTuber template. Hey guys, what is up? Or what is up, guys? Wait, did I just? I just ended up inadvertently calling
We
myself
just
out.
like we called out Scott.
Hey,
A
his
lot.
is
Hey,
more, his is more, special, I
low key.
guess. It's more special, pretty average.
God,
But
Scott.
there's,
Hey, guys.
the people. What is up, guys? And welcome to my new video. Like those people, it's like it's just unnecessary in some ways because most of the time they're just showing like, you know, not that interesting shit, really.
I mean, I'm impressed. Like, I can't. I'm usually impressed with those types because like I can't like bring that kind of energy towards anything, especially if it's a video.
I
But I
guess
guess
you're just like, hey, what up, guys? Here is my setup. Here is my video. Welcome to the video, guys. And
yeah, no, I find it
today,
like awkward, like especially if you're in like somewhere public, like
uh,
where people.
yeah, I gotta say the people who do that in public, like they have they have balls of steel, because I don't know, I can't do that. Like
I can't
I
do that
agree, I
shit.
kind of agree
Like,
with you there. I can't do that because I'm gonna
right?
be like, oh my god, is this appropriate to do? What are they gonna think if I do this?
Like,
Yes.
there's people walking by. Like, there's this like YouTuber I watch, Strictly Dumpling, and he like does
Ah,
like food review.
I
He does
think I
food
heard. I
reviews
think I
in like
saw him
restaurants.
at one point.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
the
he
one
does
who
reviews.
goes to, he's the one who goes to convenience stores and shit, right?
Yeah, yeah, he does. He did those videos, but he does full on reviews in like crowded restaurants, and I'm like, I can't do that. Like watching him do that, I think to myself, yeah, I can't do that. He's talking to a camera like in a crowded restaurant.
I think even with those YouTubers, they run into they run into trouble sometimes, right? I mean there are parts where they can't film or some or probably, but most of the time I don't think that's a problem. But I guess that's the cons of being like out and about in the public. You really
Yeah,
gotta,
I guess
you really gotta push through those feelings. I guess I think everyone feels
you
that,
have to
like
swallow.
especially the
You have to
first
swallow some
few
pride.
videos when you're out and about.
Mm,
And it's like, okay, okay, is this good? I mean, are, they probably like, it's probably like a freaky situation when especially when there's a lot of people and they're just minding
right.
their own
Yeah,
business,
yeah,
and
yeah.
like, oh shit, what do they think of me?
You're
Oh
act.
my god. It's like, do they think I'm
But I
do they
guess
think
if,
I'm some kind of loser with the camera? Oh my god.
but I guess if you got used to it eventually,
Yeah,
like I'm pretty sure like if you've been
it,
doing it for like 4 or 5 years,
yeah,
you're just used to it at that point.
it's like the Filipino saying, kapal na mukha. I mean,
Ah, yes, yeah. You have
so
to be
if you're,
very thick skinned.
yeah, thick skin, don't give a shit about that. You try not to give a shit, at least. And eventually
Yeah,
you're filming hundreds of videos in every convenience store around in each Asian country you go to, I guess.
true. But I like in Japan. I'm pretty sure you have to ask permission because like not every single
Definitely. I think for every
store like.
that goes for every establishment, right? You really
Yeah, I
gotta let them
guess.
know.
I think you have to ask permission beforehand because like we ran into that trouble when I was still in college and we had to film for like a student short film and we actually got into trouble.
Like the owner called you out or some shit?
No. We were like on a mall, and like a guard approached us and said, "You can't film there because like you're not allowed to film because you have to ask permission from like the management." And we did. We eventually got permission.
Ah, so where
Yeah.
what was that? What was that video about? If you don't mind, telling.
It was like we were filming like a fake commercial for like a product, and we were setting it at a
Ah,
mall. Yeah. And like,
I
and that's the
see.
benefits of coming from. That's the benefits of like saying you're from like a very high end university, as we instantly like when we tell them where we from,
It's
they
like a
instantly, oh, no, it's fine, it's
it's
fine.
like a flex badge or some shit.
Like, it's a flex,
I'm from a
flex badge because
university.
like,
So it's all good. You know, we know what we're doing.
and they were very fine. Managed bitch was pretty nice. So, they gave us permission after, and we got to continue.
Ah,
But
that's
like,
really sweet
that's the
though.
first time. That was the first time I realized, damn, this university carries names. That's a, that's when it hit me. Like, damn,
I didn't
this is
think
a
of much
name.
of it, honestly. I just thought it was like a university in the sticks. Like, all
Yeah,
right.
but like, I'm pretty sure for us, like, we don't really mind about much. But like, if you're, how do I say this to the audience? Feeling like I'm flexing. How do I say this nicely?
No, just own it. You know, just own it. You had the privilege of
Yeah,
being one. You know, you just flex on them. You know, just flex on them. Community college. Plebs.
hmm,
I'm just kidding.
no
I'm
one's
just kidding.
like the that's what I'm talking about. I'm better something right there.
Honestly,
Yeah,
college
no,
just feels like a waste of money. Like
it's
I
true.
could have learned
Like,
this shit, like all of the programming stuff, and just as, I don't know if anyone knows this, but I'm a computer science graduate, and everything I
mm,
learned, I could have learned in in on YouTube or something. I could have just learned it
yeah,
on MIT Open Courseware or some shit. It's like, all right, I got a paper to prove that I went to college, I guess, and that was good
yeah.
enough.
I guess that's the like the benefit of going to there because like at least you can say like, yeah, I finished like a whole course, educational course. So yeah, hire me. Come
I
on.
hate the fact that I forgot most of what I learned in college.
Same. I think a lot of us run into that. Like, you just learn stuff on the job, I guess, at that point.
Yeah, I mean, I love the fact that we had like Seedworks that allowed me to learn more programming and
Yeah, some more practical stuff.
yeah, some more practical shit. Which I the best part of the entire course really, when we got to make a game. You know,
Mm,
we got to make games and shit, and it's like we got to taste like almost everything. So we got web, we got mobile, and we had to make like iPhone apps, which is kind of weird, honestly, because it's also difficult for someone who doesn't even have an Apple product at all. I never had one. By the way, it's like
yeah,
I'm an Android loyalist. What else can I say?
an Android fag through and through.
So yeah, so we learned both iOS and Android development, which is amazing. So that's
Yeah, I guess.
we got around. So I gotta give my university credit for that at least.
Yeah, at least you got the experience stuff. You might possibly not even consider doing.
I also learned this one weird trick to make any simple app just presentable to the teacher, make it look
But
complex. Just add
oh
QR
really?
codes to it,
Oh
and it suddenly becomes like something you could make a startup out of, at least on paper.
really?
X, but with QR codes.
Damn.
So when I actually made like a what how can I say, a flashcards app, but with QR
Mm,
code integration, so you could like share your flashcards with your friends through a QR code, and then that's it. And it was the flashcards part was simple to do, but the QR part is really what I expect would sell it, right? Because if you just present it as a flashcard app, it looks simple, right? It's like some shit you
mm.
could do in a day. But if you add a QR code to it, oh, that's some innovative shit.
I think that's cool. Yeah, make it seem more hard than it actually was.
Yeah, that's it was like I found out a life hack or some shit.
So yeah, maybe university wasn't all that bad, but like now you're out of it. The reality of it kind of hits you. Like, yeah,
What the fuck just
maybe
happened? Like after 4 years, like what the fuck just happened?
I know, right? Like when you're starting, like, oh, right, this is gonna take a while, I guess. But like, and then you're out, and like, oh my god, it felt like it flew by.
Yeah, I mean, what about you though? Like, I
Hmm?
mean, surely you learned some practical shit in during your
Yeah,
4 years.
yeah, of course. Like, being
Being a
journalism
weeaboo,
major,
that's a practical skill.
it's practical stuff. But yeah, journalism degree. It's actually pretty cool. Like, they made us do a lot of production work, so
Yeah, and
you
I remember like you being in a studio a lot because our university has this like radio station, right?
yeah,
Problem is, it's
yeah,
only like the vicinity of the coverage of the entire radio station was like within the area.
it doesn't even reach like all parts of the school. Like
Like, what
I
the
think it
fuck was
reaches
that?
until the other side with the massive football field,
It's
the
like,
soccer field.
what? It's like that's such a waste. It should have been something like even just province wide. It should have been like it's such a waste to have such a setup and then just have this small ass coverage.
Well, it's actually hard to
Yeah, I
make
think yeah,
a
that could have been the
shortwave
reason.
radio.
Yeah, so it is
Yeah,
like shortwave radio. It is.
yeah,
Yeah,
it is. And if you want to expand it, I'm pretty sure it's a lot more complex that I'm sure the school can't afford or can't maintain.
yeah.
So yeah, I guess but we learned a lot. Like actually did a lot in those all 4 years, and I'm a little ashamed to admit like I forgot some of the things we have to do.
Yeah, that's a. I mean, if you don't use it, like in everyday life, it just fades away. Like tears in
Yeah,
rain.
sure. Oh, for fuck's sakes, a Blade Runner.
Yeah, yeah. It's like you watch that
uh,
one movie and you don't just shut up about it. Now I know what being a JoJo fan feels like.
oh damn. Yeah, you heard about Part 6 and getting announced?
uh, not. I heard that it's announced, right? But I don't know much details about it.
All right, right. Cause like I don't say I'm not casual. I just watched part one. I won't say I'm a huge JoJo fan since
I
I just
haven't
watched
watched
part
anything
one.
at all. I just know the
Well,
memes.
but you need to know the context of those memes. But yeah, JoJo part six. I think it's very hyped up. Like if you even before it was announced, it was like it already was like a massive topic for the community. Because a lot of people want to see it. You know, if I got what they want,
Yeah,
God,
I mean
it even trended on Twitter.
the
But
manga. How far is the manga right now? Do you know? Is it like part 7 by now
it's
or part 8?
part eight. Part eight. Still,
Ah, I
the latest
see.
one is
No wonder.
still ball run. Yeah, it's pretty long. But I think like if a lot of JoJo, like I've like seen a lot of JoJo fans say like if you want to start with the series, you can just read like part eight because it's like a soft reboot.
Really? But that's
Yeah, it's
isn't that
like
a waste? Because like
no, no, no,
the
no, no,
author works so hard with
no, no,
parts
no,
1 to 7.
no, because like he did it, but I don't think it's a separate story. But like it just tells another one. But I don't know if it's the same universe because like Steel Ball Run takes place I think in like the 18th century, 19th century America.
Ah, I don't know. It feels
But
like it's like, hey, you want to get into Naruto? Watch Boruto.
uh,
You don't need to bother with the original series. It's too long. So just watch Boruto.
you can watch Bor. God, that's an easy way to trigger Naruto fans.
I mean,
'Cause
it's just an example, of course. Uh,
yeah,
honestly, I glanced at Boruto. It seemed like a pretty decent series. I
yeah,
guess
but like
if you're like a fan of the older series, I guess it's like watching the one you love get destroyed little by little. I guess. Yeah.
yeah, but like listen to some of the complaints. I get it. It's like apparently they like to recycle the same plot lines. So I guess even as a casual,
Like
maybe you won't even
every
like it.
other shonen, I don't
Yeah, I
see
guess
the
so.
problem here.
No, it recycles like the same plot line. Like literally, like after an arc, it just repeats the arc.
They should have just, like acknowledged it. Like, holy shit, didn't we do this before, Boruto?
But we're not shonen fans, so we don't know.
Yeah, I'm not. I mean, we do watch Boku no Hero.
Yeah, that's possibly the most. It's like one of the most. Yeah, that's the closest thing to mainstream shonen I'm watching. That and like Attack on Titan, of course.
By the way, season 5 just came out.
Oh, it's good. I
Yeah,
like it so far.
yeah. I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting for it to be done. But I will watch the second episode. I haven't yet. But the first episode was a
What?
banger. That's for sure.
Oh yeah,
I don't
definitely.
want to be, I don't want to be in a cliffhanger and then wait for a week and then it's like, oh, what's
Yeah,
gonna
that
happen?
makes you.
Is he dead? Is he
That's gonna
not dead? Holy shit!
yeah, that's gonna make you watch it even more. Like,
And
of course, it's gonna
do you
end.
know, like people think, oh wow, it's like you better watch it as it airs. You know, the experience is amazing. It's like I have a feeling that they're masochists because the pain it takes from the the days between the last episode airing and the next episode airing. It's a pretty long process. It's like 6 days, 6 days of
Yeah,
pain, 6 days of
yeah. After that,
thinking about it, six
yeah,
days of
yeah, and
worrying.
after that, you watch it, and when you finally watch it, like, oh dang.
You wish to God that you forget about it because holy shit, anything could happen. What if he dies? What if this happens? What if that happens?
Yeah, exactly. That's the thrill of watching it as it airs.
I'm already like in that process when it comes to vigilantes because I'm still waiting for the next chapter of, and I think it kind of releases today, which is April 9, time of this
Oh yeah,
recording.
April 9th. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
I'm looking forward to reading the next chapter and wait for another few weeks of pain if it's a cliffhanger
Another,
again.
of course. But like, I like it. Like, if it ends with a cliffhanger like that, I'm coming back.
It's like whipping myself and then waiting for the next like painkiller or something.
But it's fun like watching anime as it airs because like it gives you a chance to like binge watch shows you probably won't. It probably gives you a chance to watch shows you probably won't binge watch
Really?
because like yeah, it's like opposed to like binge watching an entire show you're probably not gonna like. Like when you watch it as it airs, like you're just gonna waste like 20 minutes,
It's
20
it's like the realization that you wasted your time after so many weeks
yeah, but
compared to
like
like hours of binging and then later realizing that you wasted all your time for those hours.
for those hours. But like
It's like
you're watching it,
it's such
but
a
if
weird
you watch it as
mentality.
yeah, but like you're watching it as it airs, and you're like, huh, you're like deciding like if you like it or not, so you keep on coming back. Like if it's shit, like oh, I guess it was shit.
And then after weeks of watching it, it's like you find out, I didn't like it.
Yeah,
But it's
but
too late. You already
this,
watched it.
but at least you can say you watched it.
Like,
Like
that's wow, what a win.
yeah, but like as a weeaboo, you have to take the L's as well. You have to take some L tier animes.
Maybe that's just my oh my like my brain who loves to be efficient about certain things like watching anime. Like if I don't
Oh yeah,
like
the
it,
guy who takes
I gotta drop it. I gotta
oh yeah,
drop
the
it
guy
like
who
hot
takes like
potato real quick.
half a month to finish like a 12 episode anime.
It's like waiting weeks only to find out I didn't like it. It's like that's a
But
weird
yeah,
mindset.
no, it's not. It's like, oh, it turns out I don't actually like it, or like, oh, it turns out to be shit. It's cool. I just wasted like 20 minutes of every day. Like
Yeah,
there's no loss for me there.
yeah, no loss.
Yeah, there is no. I would say it.
Even
The,
though
the amount of
the
shows.
time it takes for it to live rent free in your head, though, that's
Yeah, it's fine.
that
I don't
counts.
care. Like at least I could say like at least I got to watch like a variety of shows.
Yeah, I guess so, but I'm
That
just
will
not
stick into
into,
like
I don't know, like watching it as it airs, unless it's like a show that on its own is great, and then you just look forward to the next one because it's another independent thing. Like
yeah.
Garupa
Exactly.
Pico for Bang Dream had these two season series where they're all like chibi. The characters all chibi, and they go on like random adventures per episode, and they may or may not. It's always implied, and it's more or less like in some episodes it's implied that they may or may not have died. It's like so it's like the comment section in YouTube because it's showing on YouTube. Like the comment section, like the death count. How many people died this episode? Oh, not my Garupa Pico. Nobody died.
But yeah, but there are a lot of good shows. Like spring season's already starting. Like I can already see a lot of shows. 'Cause I'm watching
Yeah.
a lot of shows
Uh,
right now.
I'm surprised that there are some that got adaptations in the first place. I thought they were kind of niche, but apparently they are enough. They have a good enough premise to warrant a adaptation. One of them is
Yeah,
Seijo no Marioku.
I don't watch that.
It's not bad. Although it's in the genre where it's mostly catered to to girls. I think because it's a
Oh,
love
okay.
triangle with one gal, two guys. You know,
Oh,
so you know what kind of genre it's going for. But overall,
right,
I read the
right.
manga a little bit, and it's really nice. It's about this office lady who got isekai'd because apparently
Oh,
she died of overworking. So, okay,
okay.
all right, and then then she becomes a very great potion maker, I think, something of the sort. She brews like potions that could heal you twice as effective and all that, and everyone's just whoa, that's amazing. And then she has two guys chasing after her and all that. But it's it's not like a rom com or anything. I think it's it tries to tell a story. So that's I'm kind of
That's
looking forward
nice.
to getting back to reading that one because Manga Dex is down and
Uh,
I'm getting a withdrawal. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling the
I could just
withdrawal.
yeah, I guess so. What else? There's a lot of good seasons. Like there's a lot of good original animes also airing, which are always awesome because like there's no like asshole spoilers or like there's no discussion
Yeah,
outside of what they already have.
there's no manga elitist, so there's no manga reader
There's
going
no
like, huh,
yeah.
I know what happens, and then it just tells everything without a spoiler warning.
That's
It's like, fuck you.
God, fuck that guy. But yeah, I'm watching like I think three originals. No, it's one spinoff that I'm watching. God, looking at my list, I'm watching a lot this season. Fucking hell.
Yeah, I mean, I'm watching only like two,
I'm
and that's
watching
like
two.
at most.
I'm currently watching eight, and I'm still waiting on one more. Yeah, I'm watching eight. Fuck six.
I'm surprised that actually, the anime I shaved and picked up a high school girl. Is that the title?
I shaved and brought a
I'm
high
surprised that
school
actually
girl
got
in.
a adaptation. I didn't know it would be
I,
popular enough to warrant such a adaptation, but I guess the Japanese audience likes it so much. They,
yeah,
they,
it's
they
a
love to
very.
shave and pick up a high school girl. I'm just
I
kidding.
mean, it's a fun premise. Like, I really enjoy it because like it's obviously a very taboo subject. Like, older man, younger girl, and it deals with like I wouldn't say it's implied, but it's very told out like it should, prostitution and stuff.
It's
But like they treat
yeah, it's a tactical uh daughter simulator.
yeah, but I like it because like it's very mature. how it handles it. Like it's a very serious topic and very taboo, and it easily could have been like it could easily become very very uncomfortable or like creepy. But like I enjoyed like the manga manages to like oh god, this is very tough to defend. But I enjoy it because it's enjoyable. Like outside of its premise, it's pretty good. So I'm looking forward to the rest of the anime.
I thought that with Muse Asia and other such channels releasing anime on YouTube, I thought that I would watch anime more because of it, because it's on YouTube and I could just use
Yeah,
stuff like New Pipe to watch
yeah,
it.
yeah.
But that's
But
it was the opposite happened. I don't watch
you
anime.
watch it
I,
even
I
less.
didn't watch any of it except maybe X Arm, you know, which I'm
That's
still
it.
sad it ended.
Thank fuck. But yeah,
I'm
really.
looking forward to season 2. By the
There's a
way,
lot.
I hope season 2 happens. Just unironically, because sometimes we do like I think we need more of these so bad it's good kind of shows.
Yeah, but kind of ruins like the manga itself,
I know.
which I really feel bad because like if you're a manga fan and like you've been waiting for this adaptation for a while and you get that, like
I'm more
heads are
on
gonna
the
roll.
optimistic side of things. Like it's so bad, it makes you want to check out the manga, see what it really looks like, right?
See what it messed up.
Yeah. Of course, it's gotta be
Uh,
a staple. Talking about XR, I guess. Just kidding.
yeah, the,
I just never. It's like my first so bad it's good anime. I'm not gonna lie. I don't watch much. I don't go out of my way to watch these bad anime. So when I this is the first time I got baited and switched.
is it?
Of course, I'm gonna
Yeah, I
talk about
guess.
it.
But yeah, it's more. Yeah, it's like the variety of the shows you watch. You realize, like looking at the shows you watch like a very small variety also.
Yeah, one look at my anime list is like, wow. I think I know what genre. I think I know what genre I mostly watched.
Yeah, I
And
just look at
slice
mine
of
and
life.
realize, yeah. When I look at mine, I'm like, oh, this is like some of the most. That makes me question, what the fuck have I been watching? Why are you watching this? And I remember it, like, yeah, I remember I watched it, and I
You
reached
cut
that
out for a second there.
weeaboo
What
mainstream.
what were you saying?
Like, when I'm looking at my anime list, like it's like the most couple of shit. Like there's so much extremities of the things I watch. If you look at my anime list,
But if you were to, some like, what were the majority of in terms of genre? What was like the majority?
uh,
Mine
it's
was
hard,
mostly rom
legit.
coms.
Like mine is either like a cross between slice of life, some hero crimes, fantasy. I watch a few horrors, mysteries. God damn, it's very confusing if you look at the things I watched. But right, this is just my perspective. But maybe there's like a real boo expert like who looks at it and like, oh, I know this guy.
Yeah.
Like he knows who you are
Look at this
personally by
guy.
looking
Look at
at
this
your list.
man.
I
Very
bet he likes
normy.
this type. I bet he likes this type and drinks this type of coffee based on this anime.
It's, it's like one glance at you by your appearance. I bet he watches Non Non Biori.
Oh,
How did you
how did you
know?
know? It's like that shit. Like that's the thing of like I think it comes from crime shows. Like if you watch a lot of crime shows, like they always have that character like Sherlock. Like Sherlock does that shit all the time.
Yeah, I had a phase after watching it. It's like, hey, maybe I can do the same by looking at people.
By looking at people.
It's like, if only, if only you knew Aaron.
Yeah, like you're looking at it and then yeah,
I
it's
mean,
only when you realize that
it does teach you to be
Sherlock
more
is super
observant.
creepy. Like I guess so, but like rewatching Sherlock now, it's like it's pretty ridiculous the things that it pulls, especially after season 2. Like they still don't explain during the third season how Sherlock lived.
How Sherlock lived?
Yeah, after like season 2.
Shit. We should have had a spoiler warning there.
Oh come on, it's a show from like 2013. Like
Okay, I'll give you credit for that. Okay, fine.
it's like people say it's like giving spoiler warning for Star Wars.
Okay, to be quite fair, that's a movie from 1973 or something along those lines. It was a movie in the 70s, so it's like, come on. That's enough time. That's an acceptable amount of time for you to. That's an acceptable amount of time for you to to spoil it. If you haven't watched it
So
after this
spoiling.
long, that's on you, bro. That's on you.
Yeah, exactly. Like if you don't know about Sherlock, I'm
But
pretty sure that the a third and fourth season gives you enough of an idea that he lived.
it's a shame that it didn't. How can I say this? It's a shame that it didn't get another season for some reason. Wow, season for some reason.
Now I think the fourth season. I don't know. I like
Did
this
they end
is
it?
just
Did they
basing
end the
on
series just like that?
they end the series after like the fourth season
Ah, no
and
wonder. No wonder another.
yeah
No wonder it's like
it
the
kind of
seasons just stopped coming.
yeah it ended like after the fourth season and like
All right, time to get into it.
I'm just basing this off like observation by others. Like apparently they didn't like the fourth season as much,
Oh, that sucks.
and it kind of apparently it kind of like opened up like they made it like they were first to critically view the show after it. You know,
Ugh.
and Sherlock, isn't as good as some people think it is. But yeah, it was still fun for its time. I don't personally mind, but I won't say it's my favorite.
When I watched like the first two seasons, I couldn't follow. They were what
Really,
I don't know if it's just I don't know if maybe I'm just too smooth brain to understand, but sometimes they talk too fast and I had to rewind it constantly to get what the hell Sherlock is saying.
true.
It's like okay, and then I would scrub back, right? It's like okay, what did you say again? Okay, okay, I didn't quite catch that. Let me go back.
And some of the conclusions I kind of found like is the thing like I have to suspend my belief to actually like for it to make sense to me. Like some of its
Why?
conclusions like I think one example was the Hounds of Baskerville, which I would say is still my favorite episode. But like by the end, like so it wasn't a werewolf, it was a guy in a gas mask, and it was just gas. And I'm like, sure, I guess, okay,
Okay then. You just gotta suspend your disbelief sometimes.
yeah, definitely. I had to suspend my disbelief just in order for me to buy it. Like, sure, I guess, okay, have your cake and eat it too, I guess.
Moriarty was pretty good in that one, by the way. It's like, huh?
Yeah, I
He's a
like
pretty
Jin.
decent
Like they're
villain in that one.
yeah, true. But if I compare him from like Moriarty in the movies, like that guy,
Oh,
like from the
I haven't
Sherlock
watched
Holmes movie,
the Robert Downey Jr.
Game of
ones.
Shadows. Oh, you haven't watched it?
No, not yet.
That's those are actually pretty good. Like
Huh? I guess I'll check it
they're
out then. Because I never,
but
I thought they were just like throwaway kind of movies, but okay, if they're if they're pretty good, then I'll check it out then.
yeah. So yeah, that's why I'd say like Moriarty in Sherlock is cool, but like Moriarty
But
in the
not
movies, like that guy,
cool.
they're not. He's not. He's not that cool. He's not Sherlock Holmes, Game of Shadows, Moriarty cool.
Jeez. Oh, too harsh on him there. Honestly, I thought it was, it's like, I thought it was pretty good. It's like,
Mm,
you want to show a eccentric little badass who could get shit done and is pretty intelligent, you know?
yeah.
And I think Benedict Cumberbatch pulled that
Yeah,
off
yeah.
real well, and
Yeah, I like him. Yeah, yeah. I like Benedict Cumberbatch. I think he's a really good actor.
I think it's as British of a Sherlock as it can get. You know, so
Yeah.
one thing the one thing that shocked me, because usually American TV, right, would have like 8,
Mm.
even 20-ish episodes, and then suddenly like Sherlock has like 3,
24.
and
Yeah,
it's all
yeah.
just 1 hours. It's all just 1 hour, episodes. Like, huh? That's a
I mean, back
that's a
then,
nice format
that's
I can get
impressive.
behind, honestly.
It's impressive. But now it's practically a norm. Like if you watch like miniseries or like on YouTube on like not some of the Netflix shows, they're pretty
Yeah, it's only
long.
like 3 episodes per season. Yeah, only like 6.
Yeah,
Some of
like
them 6, even like 6
now it's
episodes.
eight episodes and they're like 1 hour each, and like you're watching like one long movie, which is cool. I actually prefer that. It's like you're already watching everything like they wanted to do. That's why I like limited series more, like compared to like long running shows, because eventually those long running shows they eventually hit a wall and just become
Shit.
absolute shit.
uh, Game of Thrones fans are getting like violent
You
flashbacks.
like uh like case in point, it breaks my heart to say that, but The Flash or like any of the CW superhero shows were
Yeah, you were into that
are pretty
real,
shit. I was
real hard.
like the first one was Arrow, and like the first 2 seasons of Arrow were really good. Like no joke, they're possibly some of the best because it was a lot more darker and
Ah,
like more cohesive.
I never thought much of the CW stuff.
Mm. But it's actually pretty cool. But eventually, God, I don't know why CW does this. Like they make it too dramatic to be enjoyable anymore.
What do you
Like
mean?
every time, because like the thing with Arrow, like it focused on a ship, like a relationship, which I actually was supported behind. Like I actually like this ship. I like this couple.
All right.
But then when they tried to make it too much, like they tried to make it like it's hard to like
Did they
verbalize,
put
but
like
like
two like love triangles and shit, and they try to put like conflicts between the couple or something like that?
yeah, yeah, like dramatic, unnecessary stuff like that. They made like the girl character that I like way too annoying for me to like can I get back to the action, please? Like,
Are like
and
they're
a lot of
trying to go to that, like, yeah, I think I get it. Like the independent woman type of
yeah,
narrative, right?
type of thing. Yeah, yeah, but like I would personally wouldn't mind, but like it takes
If
away
done
from my
right.
enjoyment if done right. But like if it comes to a point that it becomes annoying, I'm like, can I get back to the awesome action? Because like fight choreographies in it are actually pretty cool. And like the first 2 seasons of Arrow, and like now watching it, like I actually just watched a glimpse of it, like when it was like in its fourth or fifth season, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? What is going on here?
And I haven't gotten
And
into much in the way of live action series lately. My brother's been watching Piggy Blinders, and
ooh,
it
oh, that's
doesn't.
a good show. Peaky
It's
Blinders,
pretty decent. Not gonna lie, it's like, wow,
pretty yeah,
captured that
it's great.
that era really well, and
But there's like a sex scene in every episode, which is like, yeah, it's
just to
edgy.
remind,
It's
I guess it's to remind the audience, hey, we're an adult series, guys. Just saying.
yeah, true. But like I'm slowly growing like agreeing with like a sentiment Gino, like he says like he is fine with the series, but he just doesn't like unnecessary sex scenes every single time. Like at first I was like, oh, you're just being dramatic, and but like seeing it all the time now, and like yeah, I guess he has a point.
If I wanted a sex scene, I'll go to Pornhub.
But I was, which is fine. It
I
doesn't
just
really
skip
take
it,
away,
really.
but like
It's like
it's the same.
an innocent
I
kid. It's
blame
like, oh, too lewd.
I blame Game of Thrones for like making that kind of that trope mainstream, like, oh, bam, graphic sex scene, bam, graphic sex scene. Like,
Oh
okay.
no. Directors are like, oh shit. Now we gotta do it. Now we gotta do it as well.
Like, oh shit, they did a sex scene. Let's do it too. Bam, graphic here, sex scene.
But we're a teenage rom com.
I don't care. Add the sex.
Put a sex scene in there.
So yeah, like I think the worst example, How to Get Away with Murder. Have you watched that show?
I watched the first episode. Oh wait, I remember some YouTubers clowning on it. The
It's
first
pretty cool.
episode.
Like, yeah, it's pretty ridiculous, but I like the concept of it. Like the first season, I really liked it. Like it's very intense because like it tells a story of like every episode tells the story of like a murder. It's before and it's aftermath. Like it's actually pretty creative the way they did it because like they showcase like the build up to the murder and its aftermath, which is cool. I actually liked it. But then every single episode, it had a sex scene. I'm like, oh, come on.
Every episode? For real?
Yeah, yeah. Like, I wouldn't say every episode, but definitely there's always a sex scene.
Man, this series is horny.
Just when, and I know, and I watch. It's what it happened so many times. Like I could already tell when it's coming. Like when there's like a slow pan inside or like a living room. Like there's a camera pan. Like and there's nothing there. Like they're gonna come out kissing and they're gonna have sex, and
Building an
bam, it happens.
AI that skips sex scenes.
That would be cool. But now I
There's
pick
an
up on
idea for
certain
you,
things.
tech YouTube. That one's for free.
So uh, it's the boomer me complaining about sex scene. Like, give me
Dag nabbit.
another sex scene. I don't want. Give me back some of my action.
And
I don't want sex scenes.
this ain't my Christian TV show no more.
It's all God. It's all. This is Obama's America.
uh,
Thanks.
uh,
But yeah. How about you? Like, weren't you like into like another TV show when we were around high
last
school, college?
last I was into was Scorpion.
Yeah, Scorpion.
For
Happened
those
to
that
that?
don't
You
know
just
it,
kind of
I don't know
stopped.
if I mentioned it before, but it's just a show about geniuses doing genius things.
Yeah, they're like hackers or something. They got
Yeah,
recruited by
that
like
dude from
the
Game of
government.
Thrones is the protagonist. He was a side character in Game of Thrones, but now he's like, he finally found, a leading role in this one. So yeah, honestly, by the time season 3 and 4 just hit, I don't know if it had a season 5. I think it got canceled.
Mm,
It focused way too much on drama and not doing the cool
mm,
shit. Not doing the cool genius shit that was the reason why I watched it in the first place, right?
mm.
You know,
Right, right.
because seeing them work together, because the premise of this is like they're a team that specializes in different things, but
Mm,
they're really good at those things. So one specializes in like mechanical engineering. One is like one is like a behaviorist. One he could tell how to manipulate someone and how he could
uh,
push the right
is he
buttons
the
to
guy from
get.
Is he the guy from American Pie? I recognize him.
I don't know. He could be.
The guy in like.
I don't know, but and then there's the leader who's great at everything else, but
Mm,
he just sucks at socializing and all that. So he's so good, but he
relatable.
can't really
It's
he still has
relatable.
some weaknesses in there. And I guess the idea is their idea of character development is adding these drama and all that, which in
Which is
season 1 and
fun.
2 wasn't so bad. It was okay, right? Like
You didn't mind it.
bleh.
You didn't mind it.
Yeah, like like yeah, it's like some romantic moments here and there. That's fine. you know and then there are some comedic moments where it's like their lack of social skills kind of hinders, kind of makes a situation awkward. That's fine, that's amazing. Even that makes it, that kind of takes it away from kind of kind of like a nice break from the serious stuff that they do, because even later on they go to like other countries and try to, do some CIA tier shit. So I was like, what the fuck? Wasn't this just a bunch of geniuses doing genius things? Helping local problems?
Yeah, yeah.
Even on the first episode, it's like they help because a airplane glitched out, has its software glitched out, and now they have to help it kind of, reboot and, get its software back together. And it's like they're running through the runway, right? They're driving to the runway. I mean, they're driving to the runway, and the laptop is connected to a cable in the airplane while it's still flying low. So it's like, what the fuck? Like, okay, this is I forgot, this is American TV. It has to have something, some Die Hard-esque kind of action.
Yeah, you're on board with it already, like after watching.
It's like, okay, I can get behind this.
But that typical happens. Like they focus on like they try to intensify one aspect that would have been fine like as a background thing or like a subplot, but then
Yeah, I
they try to
remember
make it
this
the
one
main point.
episode where a meteorite landed, and they have this encased in some facility, and the the leader, the leader of that country, this dictatorial leader, plans to mine it. But the thing is, it has some bacteria that we don't know. We don't know what's gonna happen. It might cause like a contagion, So it's like up to them to destroy. So they infiltrate this guy's mansion, this guy's invited guests, and try to burn that thing to cinders to prevent it from spreading virus, like comet virus or something, some comet virus.
Okay.
It's just really, it's just intense all around as they try to be like Mission Impossible all of a sudden. And then in this TV show fashion, some wild shit happens while they're doing this operation. Like, for example, like something turns on that's unexpected. They didn't expect it. Now they gotta, go
Deal
around
with it.
and get through this obstacle that just presented itself all of a sudden. Because it's not, apparently it's if it all goes to plan, it's not, it's not the main. It's not the main. If it all goes to plan, that's not the main
It's not
thing.
entertaining.
Yeah, that's not entertaining. That's not the main thing. Apparently, that's the trope. This goes exactly from A to B to C. That means there's something else that's gonna happen, and that's going to go awry. Okay, I went on a little bit of a retarded man tangent there, but
It's fine. But yeah. So what? Did you just stop the show watching
yeah, I
it
stopped
after
after
like?
season 3 or 4, and then just moved on to better things.
I guess that's the problem with like, I've complained about this before, but that's like the problem I find with like long running shows, especially like with that type of format. Like if they just keep with, because that's the thing I've noticed. Like every season, like every finale, like it always sets up the next seasons, and like it no longer feels like satisfactory every time it ends. Like, oh, we're just gonna have to like there's still these plot lines that we have to
It
resolve.
is the
But
pursuit of being better than the last season. You think that's kind of like, a factor to it?
yeah, I guess so. But like when I want to watch a finale, like I want this to be like, yeah, have me pleasantly surprised. Like, oh, there's a new season, yes. But like, if your whole finale is just to set up the next season, and it kind of loses its meaning to me. Like, oh, I guess that's it. Just have to a finale that just opens up more questions than answers.
Yeah, I remember watching Brooklyn Nine-Nine for a bit. I haven't watched the
Yeah.
latest season yet, if there is one.
Mm.
I think I remember watching season 5, but that's about it.
Yeah, dang, you're like 2 seasons behind. Then
It's fine. I mean, after a while, it got a little preachy for my taste. But the times when they're not preachy, oh, it's amazing.
it's actually pretty funny. Like I'm
It is,
actually
it
very
is.
surprised how much.
Andy Sandberg is just the best part of that show.
And I
Honestly.
honestly, yeah, and them.
I don't know. I can't. It's unfair for me to say, but he kind of carries it for me.
No, Terry Crews. You don't like Terry Crews?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's like it's like Andy Sandberg's like top one for me, and then it's like everyone else, so
Terry
like
Crews.
top two, top three, respectively. They all they all do a great job though. I gotta give them credit for that. Yeah, it's like on their own. It's like amazing.
Yeah, yeah. I
Especially
think
the
comedy shows
dynamics of
like
it. The character development going on, and it's like very nice to see.
I like it. It's like the brand of humor that's like it doesn't. It just plays off its characters without trying. It doesn't like try to be way too big in its comedy. Like it's comedy that comes from its characters and the situations, which I
Yeah, I
appreciate.
want to
Like
rewatch it all of a sudden now.
yeah,
Like I have
it's
season
pretty
one to
good.
like season 1 to 4 was like banger after banger.
Yeah, yeah. I think they're about to end it in like the eighth season's gonna be like the last one,
It's,
which is
that's perfectly fine. I think
perfect
if
fine. I think it's
us
better.
yeah if a show goes too long, yeah it's bound
It's
to
like
get worse and worse. So end
yeah,
it while you're still
it's gonna
winning.
far. Yeah, like end on a high note. It's like that's why a lot of people were sad like, oh, why is it ending on season eight? Like, we want more, but like yeah,
Are
you
you
want
sure
more, but
about that?
like yeah, eventually like they can't keep like that kind of quality up.
Mm.
And like eventually, yeah, just end on a high note. I wouldn't mind. End on a high note. Give me something good instead of like
I mean, have you seen
disappointing.
NCIS? That thing has been going on
Oh,
for years now, for like decades even.
CSI. What else? Law and Order.
Criminal
There's a
Minds. How
brand
about
new
that
type.
one?
Criminal Minds.
I think it's been going on
Uh,
for ever since the 2000s, right?
I think so. Yeah, it's going on for a very long while. I actually did watch it like the first few times it was airing. It's actually pretty good because like it's a lot more intense. Like it's a lot more graphic than most shows. Like it doesn't hold back on the violence.
I mean, I guess that's the beauty of it. That's
Hmm.
what that's what the true crime people want. Don't
Yeah,
hold
yeah, yeah.
back. Show it all.
Yes, it's good. But then, as long and slowly as I watch more and more, I start to see the formula they do. Because like after like the first 20 or so minutes of them tracking the killer, it just shows like who the killer is, but they don't know it. We know it because like they show a scene of the killer himself, and it's just at that point it's just gonna build up to them figuring out who he is, and like uh, I mean, eventually we're gonna know. Like we already know it's that guy. You
So
guys already
tempting,
showed it to us.
Once you got a formula down, it's like you stick to it. It's so easy.
Yeah, it is that easy to just like stick to the formulas and just, it was pretty safe.
So
Once you get used to it. Hmm?
so yeah. So lately I've been trying out some emulators.
Oh yeah, you showed me. You managed to like play Breath of the Wild now.
So yes, I turns out the laptop that I bought can finally afford to play Wii U games.
Nice, nice.
I can't buy a Wii U legally. I think I don't think that's available nowadays.
I
So
don't think it is.
I
Like,
did the next best thing and downloaded an
I mean, why would
emulator.
you?
Oh no,
I
it's like
mean,
call the FBI, I guess.
you gotta wonder, like, why would you even want to own a Wii U unironically?
Yeah, it's a console that was great in the first few years, maybe a little bit,
Yeah,
but
and
then it
eventually,
just collected dust afterwards.
eventually it died off. Like it went, like when it first released, like I saw a lot of YouTubers or like I saw a lot of games typed up around it, and then after a while it died off.
Let's be honest. Breath of the Wild was like the best thing that could ever happen to that console.
Oh yeah, I mean I don't personally play it, so
Honestly,
How does
I've
that
been
go?
playing Breath of the Wild. It's honestly fucking fantastic. I'm like 10 or so hours into it, and it's like I haven't seen like that's just the cream of that's like the top of the iceberg. Barely even the top, right?
Yeah,
I
barely
haven't
scratched the
gotten
surface.
I haven't scratched the surface yet. The world is so big, and there's so much to do with each area. It's basically open world done so well. There's like no dull moment in this world. There's always something to do.
Yeah.
There's always something to find. And honestly, it's a shame that I can't buy this shit. That I can't afford a Switch right now. Uh, Nor would I want to, honestly, because holy shit, is that quite an expensive investment.
True. True. I guess if you genuinely want to like if you have like some genuine enthusiasm, like
I'm
you'd
sorry,
buy it.
I'm too
Like even
poor
if
to
you
buy
pirate,
games.
yeah, if even if you emulate it, like, oh, I like it so much, I'll buy the actual game.
Oh yeah, there are some instances where I did that actually, like Saints Row
Mm,
2. I pirated Saints Row 2 actually, and I loved it so much that I bought it on Steam,
nice.
and now I'm waiting for the update because apparently the devs found the source code for the PC port because the PC port
Oh,
is so
really?
shit, right? The PC port is so shit, and the
Mm.
only way to play it for now, in the best quality, is to either play it on PS3 or Xbox 360.
Oh,
Good luck. Good luck finding one in 2020, 2021, because it's
any
going
of
to be
those
quite
things?
tough,
Yeah.
especially a copy of Saints Row 2. I tried to find that shit in a mall, and holy, even though they had like a large collection of Xbox 360 games, nothing. There's
Nothing.
nothing. Only Saints Row 3 and 4, which, it's fine, but the honestly the best of the series is the second one.
Yeah. I mean, how old is Saints Row 2 now?
Dude, it released around 2008. So
Oh
around
God, it's old.
12-ish? I can't do the
Yeah, it's
math.
around 12. Yeah, 12.
Can't do the math right now. But yeah, it's about, it's pretty old, pretty decade old now, so, but still it holds up. I do recommend everyone to try it if they could. The PC port, while it's inferior in every way, well, it's still playable. Granted, you have to do a
Yeah.
bit of a specific set of steps to get it to run.
I mean, it's better than nothing, but I
Yeah,
guess now you're all gonna get something.
but I once the update gets released, once they fix everything, and it even includes the DLC that was just for some reason the PC didn't have,
Mm.
because there were two DLCs, I think, and they contained missions for the game, but they never made it to the PC. So it's like nowadays, right? Either you get it through the Xbox store, or you don't get it at all, because not even like the ROM sites, right? Not even the pirate sites have it. It's
It's
mostly
that.
dead links now. So it's like, oh man,
Ouch.
I'm just so disappointed because I really wanted to play the DLC.
At least now, like, they're working on it rather than just abandoning it.
Yeah, I actually bought the game for that reason. It's like,
Mm.
take my money. I'm waiting for that. I'm waiting for that update.
Patiently waits.
You know, I think it's they announced it around 2019 or something.
Mm.
So I'm waiting
So,
with bated breath.
and hey, don't hype it up. You might get another
No,
cyberpunk situation.
the thing is, the game's already out. It's just a matter of fixing it. The game's already good, right? So it's like it's not a cyberpunk situation where you don't even know what the game looks like. They only give you like flowery visuals, like pre-rendered cutscenes and all that. But no, this one is you already got the game, but it's like here's more content. Here's fixes for the game, and it's made by the guy who dedicated months of his life, right, to fixing the damn game. And
Mhm.
giving like a way for players to mod the game. Even that's amazing. And
Yeah, that's
mind you,
interesting.
this update thing is like a 1 or 2 man job. It's like being done on the side. So it's like I'm really I'm really proud of the community there, their dedication to this very very old ass game, even to this
Yeah.
day.
I mean that it's so heartwarming, I guess, to learn that after all this time, there's still like a dedicated community around it. So
Yeah,
you
I'm
know,
surprised. It's like I guess it's as someone who plays a fuck that a stalker, it's like the community is just I thought it was just gonna be a niche thing for a very very long time, but now it's like it's growing day by day. It's like people are making more content for it. Mostly the Russians are more on the modding side of things. They just can't stop making content for this game. They just love it so much. I think because it captures so much of their lifestyle. I'm just
it's both
playing.
that
I'm just playing.
it showcased what it's like to actually live in Russia,
Or the fictional country of Ukraine.
Ukraine.
I'm just kidding, Ukrainians.
But like, aren't you worried? Like, I've seen like a lot of people always complain about this, but like with such like if the rate that it's going, aren't you afraid? Like, its community, like the once like niche community is gonna like become way bigger now,
Yeah,
and like
I have
invite.
a feeling like this could have negative effects if it becomes this mainstream, right? But it's like a wait and see kind of thing. If the bad things
Mm,
happen, then okay, fine. Oh, turns out it's gonna be like Fallout with guns now instead of the realistic shooter that it was.
yeah,
It's like,
but
oh shit,
yeah,
now
I
that's a
guess
problem.
yeah, but I guess you're also happy. Like, yeah, it's a lot more mainstream now. It wasn't like as niche as before, but you're happy because
It
your
means
favorite
more
thing is like being
games.
appreciated, right? Like, a lot more people are appreciating the things you like, and like you, if it's a product you genuinely love, or like, you know
But what I hate the most is people who go into this and see all the in jokes and all the other stuff and get offended by it.
uh
It's like, okay, first off, shut the fuck up, right? You're not taking the time to understand where they're coming from, and all you're doing is
it's a
just
joke.
putting your beliefs, pushing your beliefs onto others, and that's not fun. If you can't if
Right,
you can't take the
everyone.
heat, don't go to the kitchen.
Yeah, yeah, I guess that
Simple as
should
that.
be. I mean, that's the thing, like, especially with like if it's a community that's slowly growing and like inviting a lot more bigger audience, eventually there will be people who will try to like force their ideals on it, and you're just like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, speaking of, have you seen the when Twitter tried to cancel Genshin Impact?
Yeah, I like at first, like I was there during the early mornings, like when it was like around 12,000, and like some of them were reasonable. Like a lot of them pointed out like the gacha problem, and
I
at
don't
first
think
like, oh
anyone pointed out the gacha problem. I was looking at
no,
Twitter, right? And no one was talking about the gacha rates and all that. No one was talking about the real
nah,
issues surrounding that
nah,
game.
I saw you and like one other guy, but like,
It's like what
man,
other guy?
after a
Like
while,
we're the minority who are actually calling out this shit. Hey,
yeah, but,
predatory loot boxes. Oh, sorry. Go go on.
but like, after a while, like it became so fucking, it's a disaster. Like when I came back, they're
I know,
complaining
right?
about like,
It's like they're calling. Let me just pull up the wonderful wonderful website real quick.
uh, but yeah, like after a while, like when I went back there again, it's like, what the fuck are they talking about? What, why is this an issue now? Like they were complaining about like dark skinned characters, I think.
They're not black enough, dude. That's a real
Yeah,
issue.
yeah, yeah. They were complaining of some of the black characters not looking black enough, or at least they don't. It's a dark skinned character, but yeah, it's not black enough. And they keep bringing up the one character, Shinyan, I think was her name.
I don't know. I don't play the game honestly.
Yeah, Shinyan. And look, every time they brought her up, us now she's supposed to be black, and I'm like, she's Chinese, or at least from the region she's from, she's Chinese. They were complaining she was a lot white, like she had like a lighter complexion, and like, yeah, she's Chinese. What are you
Ooh,
complaining about? She's
ooh, Twitter, you never fail to amaze. I'm glad I signed up to this website.
yeah.
I'm being sarcastic, by the way, in case you didn't catch that.
But, oh god, it was hilarious. It was fun. Like you get to witness the train wreck as it happened. Usually, you just learn about it. You
My,
just learn about like, oh,
you just
I missed
back
that,
then I used to learn like Twitter shit shows from an external source, right? I would
or
learn
like
it.
YouTubers to talk about
Yeah.
it.
But now it's like,
Yeah,
oh, I get to see the shit show as it goes on. Fun.
and you watch it, and when you watch it, like, holy shit, it is a shit show.
Uh,
Like it was fine at first. Like I didn't mind some of the topics they were bringing up, but then it got stupid, and I'm like, oh, okay,
it's like
typical.
I know, right? It's like making mountain out of molehills is like the name of the
Yeah.
game.
Then after a while, like, okay, this is okay. I've seen enough. I'm satisfied.
Yep, that's a daily dose of toxicity I always needed in my life.
Yeah,
I'm
right.
starting to think.
Another person.
I'm starting to ponder once again. You know, just like what I did back in 2014. I used to have a Twitter account back in 2014, and then I
Oh
just
yeah, I
can't.
remember.
I just nuked it. I was like, okay, I don't need this in my life.
I know
Where did I
somehow
go
you're a
wrong?
cult
Why did I go back to this? Why did I go back to this site?
because I'm there this time. And Jason,
Yeah, my fans, the only people who like my tweets.
it's me and Jason, and the time Jason goes in there, he always
Man, but it's like
talks about.
it's just like my shit posting account. Honestly, uh,
Mm,
I really want to make another account, and that would just be just
just
shit
shit
posts
posting.
and
I mean, you can do that.
things that aren't
Like
so political. Because I really don't want
it's
to.
fun.
At the end of the day, I don't really want to go through that shit. It's like it's like, oh, okay, I see something wrong. Okay, I gotta make I want to I want to talk about it. It's
It's
like
fine. I mean, you can do both. Like I do that on my already on my Twitter account as it is. Like if you
actually,
follow, I mean, I'm pretty sure.
yeah, my Mastodon account is actually that. Now that I think about it,
Yeah.
because I also have a Mastodon account, and I kind of cross post a lot. But most of the non-political stuff is at Mastodon.
I mean, why don't you like bring that energy like over to Twitter?
I don't know. I don't know what kind of energy do you think I what kind of energy do you think
I
I
don't
bring?
I don't know. Every time like I open up, you either share something very anti-government or like very pro Linux or like very open source.
Okay,
Like, yeah,
first off, okay, I'm not anti-government. All right, I don't want the authorities go bashing at my door calling me a communist.
oh
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
but
Aaron, based on the things
I
you
wouldn't call
tweet,
myself like anti-government.
but you're like very like
It's
you're
just a
very
shit show right
critical.
now,
Yeah, it very
and it's
is.
really tiring to see because they keep fucking up. They
But you
keep
know what?
fucking
We're
up.
not. I don't wanna.
Please stop,
I
stop
don't,
fucking up. It's like you just face palm like over and over. It's like, guys, please get your shit together. People are dying.
like guys, people are literally dying. You
Come
just
on,
want to
like,
tell them that
and
like
now you
people
want
are literally
it's like,
dying.
and now you people want a drug that's made for dogs to be used as treatment for COVID. It's like what? Wild timeline we're in, and I don't know if I'm supposed to
I
like pick up, like make popcorn and just enjoy it. You know,
I just learned about the shit show as it happens. Like, I'm sorry, what? What is going on?
yeah. It's like honestly, I'm just I'm just laughing and crying at the same time. It's like that's hilarious. Oh my god, my country is fucked.
Oh god, we're dead. You're just like you're just. How about? I think it's not like dog in a room on fire meme. Like it's
This is
fine.
fine. This is fine. We're
This is
fine.
fine.
Rising COVID cases, we're fine. uh,
Uh,
but yeah,
but yeah,
yeah. One thing
situation is not.
there was a
Hmm?
time where I tried to, you know, get the benefits of Twitter without signing up, and I made
Oh
a
yeah, I think
yeah. Okay,
yeah,
go on.
I think you showed me. I think you showed me that. Like it kind of like opens up like tweets, but like
Yeah,
it doesn't like.
for those that don't
So
know,
what was it?
okay, okay, go on.
No, no, okay, yeah. Now you gone.
So for those that don't know, Twitter has an API that allows you to make queries, and it would show you tweets, related to that query. So it's kind of like the benefits of Twitter without needing without needing to sign up. But I guess it does have a little bit of a limitation, but overall it works.
It was fine.
I don't know what happened. I don't know what got me into this site, honestly. But I love shit posting. Okay, cool. That's a start.
Sharing your thoughts
Yeah,
and
and I
realizing,
managed to
no,
follow a few of my college friends, and see what they're thinking. Mostly Weebshit. Yeah.
especially
I
me.
I'm a
Follow
good judge of character. What else can I say? It's like, are you a
on.
weeb? All right, we friends now.
you, you good. I like
You
you.
good? uh, so have you seen? So lately, so recently, Way of the House Husband got
Oh,
a
I saw your tweet. Yeah, I
it
saw
got
your
a
tweet.
it got a release, and
Yeah,
holy shit, was it bad? I
how
mean,
was it? Like, I saw your
mm,
tweet about it.
there was no animation whatsoever. It's like bunch of pictures with
Moving
with camera
pictures.
manipulation on top of it. It's like, what is this? Why even bother?
But if it is
The
the
voice
point.
acting is amazing though, but the animation is non-existent.
That's unfortunate.
Like, what's the
Really?
point? What's the point of having an adaptation in the first place if you're just gonna have like moving manga panels?
Yeah.
Like, I'd rather just read the manga at this point, and maybe just have the anime playing in the background and just read along.
No, you just since already you have like the voice in your head. Like, I actually like the voice actor they picked
Oh
for like the main guy.
yeah, it's
Because it's
amazing.
actually good.
He's scary as hell. He just captures that energy that he has. If only
But
if only they had more animation. It was a deliberate decision. Even it was from the
really,
author. At least from I'm basing it on the a comment kind of copy pasted an excerpt of an article, right? It could be real, could be fake, I don't know, but it was like the gist of it is like it was a deliberate decision, make it like the manga, he said, and
so
then the
they did.
animators were like, okay, sounds easy.
I
It
plan.
wasn't. Turns out it wasn't. It wasn't as easy as they thought
I
it would be,
plan.
and that's what we got right now. 5 episodes of this PowerPoint presentation.
I mean that sucks, but I don't really have a say in it because I didn't watch it because like I already saw
You
the
should
trailer
read
and
it.
I'm like,
It's
nah, I
hilarious.
am reading. I am reading it right now, but like when I learned about the anime adaptation and like I saw the trailer and I'm like, no, I'm not watching this. Like when I saw it, like, yeah, no, no, nah, not fair. I'm good.
Oh my god! I just hope I don't know if someone's gonna adapt this again, but hopefully this one has a lot. The next one has a lot more has a lot more animation.
I hope they keep the voice actors though. That's what I hope for. They
Hmm.
actually, I would say they're the highlight because I really like the guy's voice. because he's terrifying.
Oh, I know, right? It's amazing. It's amazing.
Yeah,
Props to the voice actors and voice actresses on that one. They nailed it.
they nailed it. Like animation wise, it's like just read the manga at that point. Is that your first instances of like, yeah, just read the manga?
Ah, man, it's just I'm disappointed, but it's like, dude, whatever. I'm just gonna watch another anime.
You're just gonna move on, like,
So move on. It's
whatever.
like, dude, I've seen enough. I'm entertained. I watched the first 2 episodes. It's great, and I think I've had enough. That's it.
At least don't. I feel like a lot more anime fans I've noticed, like they're so distraught over stuff like that. And every time I read it, I'm like, oh, it's like I feel myself cringing at it a
What do you
bit.
mean distraught?
Like they act like, especially I think I saw this during
Like the
Attack
animation
on
studio
Titan
killed
last,
their dog.
like yeah, stuff like that, like last season. Of course, the Attack on Titan CG use, and I saw people on Twitter ranting like they act like Mappa killed their parents or something,
What the
or
fuck?
like murdered the fuck out of everyone they love. And I'm like, if you
How could you do
the
this to me,
production,
Mappa?
they're literally shit. And I'm like, yeah, I wouldn't say it was flawless. Like, there's definitely a downgrade in terms of animation, but like to act like it's bad, like it's not. It's still good. It's just it's different. It's a different studio because like w- its original studio with actually they dropped it because like the workload they have to do for Attack on Titans is actually insane.
uh,
So I don't blame them.
I it's just anime fans being anime fans, I guess.
Yeah, it's anime fans acting, but that's the thing with like with like especially with mainstream series, especially now because I just look up like MHA, like My Hero Academia, like Jesus Christ.
I don't really see the problem with. I mean, do people have a problem with My Hero Macadamia?
No, it's not with the show itself. It's more of like the fandom that surrounds it.
Ah, yeah, it
'Cause,
gets a
like
little
they're
messed up.
they're they're probably the textbook case of like a good show but with an awful fandom.
The amount of fujoshis that have swarmed this series is astounding.
Is astounding, and they have like the audacity to like come to harass Hirokoshi himself.
What the fuck? What happened?
I don't know if this is real, but like I've seen a lot of people bring this up. Like they harass him on like his Twitter or like they
Why didn't you
complain like
make Deku and Todoroki fuck? Ree!
or like why is Momo's costume like this? What are you doing? This is you can't do that.
Did you guys watch the show?
The point was like her costume makes sense because like she kind of needs
She needs she her power is based on her, body fat.
body fat and she needs it. But I guess
Dumbasses.
to them, but like my argument is like if you think it's that sexual, that maybe you're the one who you're the one who's problematic. Like if you look at that and get turned on, I'm like, that's on you, man. That's not.
And it's kind of weird too. It's like they got a thing against racy characters.
Oh,
It's like, those exist in real life, right?
or like yeah, they they complain like they complain. It's mountains of molehills, like you said before.
Yes, it
It's
is.
like
Oh,
it's like
this character has too big of has big boobs.
that's massive. That was Aki-chan
Yeah,
problem all over again.
it's like what are you on about? It's like what
No, no
you
woman
think
looks
you think girls with big breasts don't exist in real life? Is that it?
or like don't think like yeah dead. Women like these exist. A lot of
Yes,
women
short
are that body
short girls with
short staff.
with big breasts. They exist and
They're short staff.
they're a thing. Just saying. And
Mhm.
artistic, interpretation is a thing as well. Let's
Yeah,
let's not
they
forget.
or I'm not gonna lie. He has to make the character look appealing, and Zaki Chan is cute as hell.
Indeed,
You know,
I read the
indeed,
manga. It's
and
really nice.
it's cute. But they have to make it makes sense. Like she has to be cute and appealing. And since I doubt now it's targeted for a more male demographic, of course it's gonna be you're gonna have like that kind of design.
Yeah, but if the anime features a guy with like 12 pack muscles and all that shit, it's like Giga
Oh
Chad as
yeah,
fuck. It's like no problem here.
but yeah, you're talking about JoJo, and like the problem with that, like it's male fans, which is hilarious. It's the guy, when it comes to JoJo, it's the majority of guys are into it.
Yeah, I'm not. I mean, it's not just JoJo, but it's like any anime that features that shit, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Apparently, it's okay. The weird double standard that is at play. Yeah, JoJo
yeah,
fans
true.
are just there's something.
they're fine. Though
I
I
get to
do see
watch it
your
though. I will at some point.
yeah, but like I saw your problem with them as like I was listening to like in the Court of the Crimson King.
Oh, you're watching. You're listening to that too.
Yeah, like
Oh,
I was
that's
like yeah,
great. That's great.
and Moody Jazz like I was on that high like oh Aaron always talks about Aaron always shits on them for when he listens to
Get
Crimson
off of
King and
my
like
comment section.
but like when I was listening to which is by the way a pretty good song. I'm not gonna lie, I actually enjoyed in the
Glad you
Court
like
of the
it.
Crimson King.
It's amazing.
And like when I scroll down to the comment section, I'm like, oh my god, they're here, the locusts. And when I saw them, no, 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 oh my god, holy shit.
You've alerted the horde. It's like band that who's the author? Uragaki?
Araki.
Araki? Band that
Yeah, yeah,
Araki, band that Araki reference exists. It's like you've alerted the
it's
horde.
JoJo fans, it's pretty realistic.
This is strange. But
But
21st
but
Century Schizoid Man is just a masterpiece, honestly.
yeah, but I gotta give props to Araki with like the music he chooses to name them after, like Killer Queen,
Yeah,
like
I I gotta give
Ice
him props for that.
Ice
At least get him, tricking the kids into getting into
listening
more,
to
into more classic music.
Moody Jazz. What else? Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Yeah.
Like when I'm listening to Earth, Wind, and Fire, there's always gonna be like one comment that mentions JoJo, and I'm like, yeah, fuck this guy.
Oh man, even Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Yeah, Earth, Wind, and Fire. What else? Ice Ice Baby. Yeah, there's a stand named Ice Ice Baby.
Jeez, even Vanilla Ice wasn't safe from the wrath of the JoJo fans.
Yeah, Jesus.
Jeez,
But
what's next? Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch.
yeah, you're gonna have a stand name like a
Marky
stand name
Mark.
named Good, no, no, Good Vibrations or some shit,
Good vibrations, yeah.
or like
That's
who's
for
that
free.
Canadian
That's
rap?
for free. That's yours. You can have
Who
it.
was that? Who was that Canadian rapper? Like, ah, God, I forgot his name. The white rapper actually went to prison.
Ah, Snow,
No,
Informer.
yeah, yeah. You're gonna have a stand name the Informer.
Adipi boom boom bang.
Yeah, but
Adipi
yeah,
boom boom dan. It's a banger though.
yeah, it is. It's unironically a very good song, but there has to be like JoJo has to have an appeal. It has to be a very good show if it has that like much that huge of a cult following. So I might try it out again because after part one, I'm like, this is kind of boring. I'm
I
not gonna
mean, a lot of
lie.
people did say that it's like I think the series did pick up around season 3 probably, and
Yeah, part
then
three. Yeah, part
just
three.
hit a fever
Start
pitch, and then just kept on rolling and rolling and rolling around season 4, and then
season
just
four, and part
just
five, and
shot to the moon by after that one. It's like that's how
now part
it got its
six.
following.
Yeah. So
Fun
we
stuff.
might watch it.
It's
We
in the
might
back
watch
of
it. Who
my.
knows?
It's in my endless queue. It's like
Yeah. And I'm just imagining like after we watch it, we're gonna be the generic JoJo fans now. Yeah, I can
yeah,
just imagine like,
JoJo references every second of every day.
oh, sabi, oh,
Oh, you're
you're
approaching
approaching me.
me for like the fifth time this hour.
Like, god damn it. Everything just gonna be not aware about how annoying we are.
That's what I put up with. That's my college life. My friends, which we were like 6 of them, we, they got into JoJo, and it was like reference after reference after reference every single day I was with them. I was like, I gotta get out of here. Do I have other
I gotta
friends?
get
Oh God.
you have us. The other
Most of the time,
JoJo.
you guys weren't around, so it's like, oh man, I gotta put up with this. Oh, you approaching me? It's like, oh my God. And then the FGO craze started, right? It's like,
Oh yeah, definitely.
they
I'm
talk
not gonna lie.
FGO nonstop, like nonstop. It was all fate.
Yeah,
It's crazy
I actually
stuff.
didn't mind. I actually played it for like a summer, and like after a few months, eventually, I think here's the thing for like a lot of gacha games. Eventually, you hit a wall where it just becomes, yeah, I'm not enjoying this anymore. Peace. I'm out. Disappearing black guy gif. I'm out.
Yeah. By the way, if the ones I mentioned are listening to this, no, I have nothing more than
He
love for
hates
you
you.
guys.
He hates
No,
you.
no, I have nothing more than
He
love
tells
for you
me.
guys. You guys got me into more anime than I could ever think. I'm more than thankful for the fact that we are friends now.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I'm thankful for my friends too. Like, you know, I'm glad I was in a group where a lot of them were weeaboos, especially like
Yeah,
Gino and
you got peer pressured into getting into anime.
yeah, I wasn't exactly peer pressure. Like it was always there. I just didn't get into it.
Nah, you were like, ugh, stupid weebs. Good thing I'm much
I was
superior than them by getting into TV series.
TV series. Yeah, I had that, and I'm like, and when I was
Anime.
watching my TV,
Disgusting.
you mean that pedo shit? Ugh. Oh, sorry, I don't watch pedophilia.
What the hell?
Like no joke, I still look up like just to pick fights with them. Still look up reason why anime is bad. Like why is anime bad, and I read off those.
I don't
Oh,
need
no
to. I don't
wonder
need
it's
to search that on the internet. So I already see it.
bad. I can only see why it's shit.
You only need to go to Twitter.
And but after a while, I like kind of like I had to be open to it, and then when I watched it, I like, and I probably watch more anime than most folks.
Yeah, you so
Yeah.
you watch even more anime than me. It's like it's crazy. It's like you're watching 20 series. I can't even watch one.
Because like I think a majority of them came from like my early weeaboo days, like where I just had to watch everything, or like
I don't
there's
know.
always
I
a
guess
new
I'm that
series I have to watch.
veteran. I'm in that veteran phase now. It's like I'm jaded.
Yeah,
It's like
yeah, same.
watching one series is like a chore to me. It's like
Yeah, same.
I
I
gotta
think
I gotta get I gotta give my entire willpower to get myself to
that's what.
start the series.
Yeah, I guess I'm at that point too. Like I don't watch as much animes. Like I might binge watch 2 series, like in a month. That's it. That's about my limit. So
Really?
yeah,
That's your
yeah,
limit? You sure?
yeah. Like hey, I watch two series like a month. Like yeah, like I wait 2 weeks after watching an anime. After 2 weeks, yeah.
I
You know what?
love I
I'll
love
watch this
waiting
one.
for a series to end and just binging it afterwards.
Yeah, true. But there's so much like animes out there.
It feels
So
overwhelming at
eventually,
times, even.
yeah. But I I actually felt that like I feel like I'm missing out. But at the same time, like I want to watch it at my own pace. Like you wanna enjoy it, but like you wanna enjoy it like on your own time.
Definitely. Yeah,
You don't
definitely,
wanna
definitely.
yeah. Veteran weeaboos. We're veterans
It's
now.
like, man, you're still in the. I think you still got the energy of a beginner weeaboo. That's for sure. When you
Yeah,
when
I
you're
am. No,
when
I
you're
would
getting
say
when you're keeping track of every single like current season anime. It's like damn.
you're still there.
And
Yeah, I
then
think the.
like I haven't finished Horimiya yet.
Are you kidding me? You told me like last Monday. We're now
Oh,
it's
I'm gonna
over. We're gonna
watch it,
watch
but
it.
then it's like, right. Great
About that.
Pretenders on though. I like it so
About
far.
that.
It's really nice. Kept me on my toes a lot. That's for sure.
Now, right now I'm watching like Code Geass, which is like my childhood anime.
Oh, that's
Which
amazing.
yeah, yeah. I'm trying to open up like maybe this series because like looking back at Code Geass, like it was probably one of my favorites of all time. And now I get back to it like I'm kind of scared like after I finish it like it was not as good as I remember.
Yeah, you end up just souring the memory for yourself. It's like
But
your
yeah,
childhood just shatters before your very eyes.
like nostalgia is all over. But so far I like it. Like I'm 6 episodes in,
Are you
and
sure?
it's
Or is
fun
that
so far.
just yeah, I like it. Just tears in your eye.
But it's 6 episodes of like
It's
a
good.
25 anime series with 2 seasons, so I still have a long way to go.
Uh, it's it's somewhere there in my queue. It's very in my endless bottomless queue. It's in the
Yeah.
back. I'll get to it,
So
but it has to wait. Like Ancient
that,
Magus Bride that I still haven't finished. That I said I will,
that
but I haven't.
yeah, the cavalcade of shit you promised to watch but never never
I,
actually
I
do.
hate doing that, by the way. I really do. But it's like the time is so little sometimes.
Yeah, but you just gotta do it. You don't have to think about it. Just do it.
Yeah.
If you think about it too much, eventually, you're just gonna end up stalling.
I'd be 60 and I'd be 60 years old, I imagine. And I'd still have like the same amount of backlog in my queue. ah, guess it's finally time to watch Ancient Magus Bride. But
You know what?
JoJo though,
You know what? Jojo, Part 8.
JoJo,
Oh.
maybe I should finally get started on that JoJo stuff.
When like nobody watches it, when it's like a dead fandom. Then
It's like a dead fandom, and anyone over 30 doesn't remember it anymore. I yeah, anyone everyone under 30, I mean, doesn't remember it anymore. It's like, huh.
back in my day, we used to have Demon Slayer.
Maybe I should finally start. Maybe I should finally watch the second half of Horimiya now.
Yeah,
It's like 60 years old.
one day the day is gonna come where our beloved animes of this season is gonna be like the old ones people look back on, and you're like, oh god, oh
Man, anime
no.
these days is pretty terrible. Back in my day, you know, we had
Like,
this and that, and
yeah, the day's gonna come where My Hero Academia is gonna be remembered as old as like Yu Yu Hakusho. So
yeah,
yeah,
That's what I imagine. Honestly, that is probably the outcome there. It's like a classic.
It's just a classic.
I
You're
think
there, you're 40, and
stuff
you're
like Naruto Shippuden. I think it's gonna be like seen as a classic. I'm not gonna say like in the in the same view as say something like Voltus 5 or something.
yeah.
It's gonna be seen as that kind of classic thing. I wouldn't say that, but it's going to be somewhere along those lines. Somewhere
It's gonna be
it's gonna be
remembered.
regarded as a real vintage classic, a sign of a anime of the time. That is for
Not
sure.
gonna lie, the day people say My Hero Academia is a vintage classic, it's gonna the
I'm gonna feel real
age is
old.
gonna hit me.
Yeah, it's gonna
I'm
hit
gonna
me
feel
hard.
real
So
old.
to us, it's like a few years ago.
Few years ago, but
Hey, Dad, why are you watching that old anime? Old anime?
old anime. What do you? Tapos you look at yourself and you're like 52 or
It's like,
something, and like,
oh shit, I'm
oh,
old. Oh shit, I'm old.
and my son
Uh,
has shit taste.
uh, we're
So
watching that
yeah,
ugu
uh,
shit.
uh, uh, I guess
Yeah.
that's it.
Uh, actually, now that I think about it, you know,
Mhm.
here's a bit of a controversial take because apparently we haven't had enough of that in this episode.
Uh, but
Anime piracy is a necessity. That's just it.
yeah, no shame. We shouldn't shame piracy.
It's
I think we told.
when
I
it
think we
comes
talked
to
about that before.
preservation, right?
Mm,
Anime torrenting and all those other mediums, they do the best job of uh, these sites. Nine Anime, right? Kiss Anime, rest in peace. You know,
Rest in peace.
what else? There's probably hundreds of other anime. They do an amazing job at preserving and having these works, having these great old anime be available to everyone.
Yeah, but eventually it had. Like Kiss Anime. I fear the day it's gonna disappear again.
The thing about these sites are it's pretty decentralized. So if one goes down, it's like all right, that's fine. There's you can still find the same anime, same collection of anime in another site. So and another site would probably pop up to replace it. That's the amazing part of it. Yeah, in the short
Yeah,
term, yeah, it is kind of getting in the way of profits per se, and I mean that in like quotes because at the end of the day, you're just giving money to Crunchyroll, and they're probably giving like a very minuscule percentage to the anime industry, and it's just and then they use that minuscule as a way to market to you. Hey, we're supporting the industry, but in reality, their
they're
support
pocketing it.
probably doesn't do shit. That's why I like Muse
Yeah,
Asia here, Muse Asia, and all
and
these
like
other
one or anyone. Yeah,
anyone even and because they rely on the ad revenue, and apparently that's enough for them. That's enough for them even to
yeah,
you know as that's enough revenue for them to to
yeah.
help
So hopefully
supplement
it takes off.
that. That's
Yeah,
amazing.
hopefully it takes off. Yeah.
So I hope it takes on. I hope more anime becomes available because I'm surprised that popular ongoing series right now like reincarnation, what is that, jobless reincarnation,
Yeah,
right? Jobless
yeah.
reincarnation is actually on YouTube right now, and the first episode
There are a
had
lot.
4.3 million views. That's quite
Yeah.
amazing.
So hopefully it takes off.
But yeah,
It cuts out the middleman and doesn't give. I'll say Crunchyroll and like these kinds of sites, they're like their services. They're like really really awful because they have region locking, which is like every time it
yeah, I
happens, it's
know,
like
right?
shit,
Shit, it's so
like
weird that
right, like
like turns out the ones we have when you look at
aren't
the anime when you look at the anime selection in the US, it's like
mm,
I think we only got a quarter
minuscule.
of that. I think we only got a
We're
quarter.
not. We're not. I think we got like 10%.
It's like, oh my
It's not even
fucking
all of it.
god.
So every time
That's
like Every
That's
time
terrible.
like I look at that and I'm like, so I'm paying like a lot of money for barely half a content or like half of your what's your of the content you're like marketing to me.
At least
It's just like
Netflix kind of funds the shows, right?
yeah, a
They
lot of them. But Crunchyroll,
they
like
help fund the
they
shows,
yeah yeah
and all that. It's
they
amazing.
produce their own shows.
It's amazing.
Yeah
I support
yeah
Netflix on that one actually, because it's not just anime you're gonna go for, right? It's the live action shit too.
yeah. Kingdom, which is like a very
Fucking
good
amazing.
show.
Yeah,
It's
that's the trick you into watching K drama, right?
K Drive. It tricked me, yeah.
It's the kind of
But you
shit
know,
that tricks you into watching K drama.
yeah. But you know,
Oh, we
Crunchyroll
put zombies in here.
zombies in ancient times,
Boom.
and it's actually pretty good. Like the political stuff.
Yeah, that's the one thing. I
I
thought
thought
the political stuff would just get in the way, but no, you're actually invested in the
invested because
political
it's
shit
that
as
good.
well.
You
You
know, because
want
it's
this.
that good.
Yeah, you want this man. You want the protagonist to come out on top and overrule and just beat the shit out of this corrupt emperor, right?
Yeah,
And
the queen
and
and
his
stuff like
and
that.
his other conspirators apparently. Because wow,
Yeah,
wow, the political side of things just gets intense.
true. And you know, and zombies just add like a layer of intent
Yeah,
of like
it just adds that layer of that dynamic thing to it.
that. Yeah. So yeah, but
Honestly,
like with Crunchyroll, oh,
I'm sorry, what?
but yeah, but yeah, like with Netflix, you know, they have those. So I guess there's some benefit to it. But like with Crunchyroll, they don't they
I
do
th-
nothing. They don't even have
they
like
license the English stuff. I think the English dub.
hmm.
They do that. I think, but that's about it. I
I
could
think
be
they
wrong
have
though.
Crunchyroll originals. Like there
Yeah,
are
they have
Crunchyroll originals.
originals, and look what came of that. I mean, I guess it's not their fault. I guess they're just handing the money. But regardless, Hey, now that I think about it, yeah, thank you Crunchyroll. You gave us a masterpiece. It's like X Arm.
XR,
Like,
XR.
hey, I can't wait for the second season if you'll ever make one. Hey, let's go. Let's get that second season going. Maybe a comeback. It's not too late to have a comeback, to be honest, because they're underneath all the shit. I feel like there's potential here.
There's still a good plot there.
There's a
Just
good plot here. You know, it's like because it's pretty cyberpunk as it can get, to be honest. It's a nice
mm,
cyberpunk anime, all things considered. It's like wow, this kid's brain for some reason becomes an X arm. It's like wow, I like to see more of that. See what else you can do. I would like to see our protagonist here get good in season 2 with better animation. Hopefully, that won't make me want to
better.
puke.
But yeah, don't expect like affordable level stuff. Just like
Hey,
damn,
man,
like people
just be presentable.
just be good.
Just be good.
Don't keep hoping
Do your
for like
best.
affordable.
You know.
Like, like don't hope like every adaptation is gonna be made by affordable. No, it's
I mean,
affordable you're talking about.
is Ufotable like the golden standard when it comes to adaptations?
I wouldn't say that, but like
I thought it was like
looking,
KyoAni or something.
yeah, it kind of is. It's in right now. It's gained the popularity of KyoAni because of like shows like Demon Slayer and like the Fate series
Ah, no wonder.
and
Yeah,
stuff like that.
I can tell why.
And they're generally good. But you know, I always keep saying, please let it be animated by affordable or shit like that, and I'm just saying, you know what? No, like
They're
shut up.
already they're already doing so much. Come on, don't add
They're
to the
always
workload.
doing, you know, they're not letting go of Type Moon. Like Type Moon money is way too good. Demon
Yeah,
Slayer, you know,
they got like
they're
what
just gonna make
10, 20 Fate series to make.
they've got like after they release the Fate and
They're
the
set
like
for
the
life.
Hollow.
They're set for life,
Nah,
really.
after the Fate series, like, oh, by the way, here's a new Type Moon series I want you guys to make, and all us were like,
I'll
okay,
take that.
I don't know.
It's like Ufotable will be one day
Delay
be as rich as Nintendo or some shit because of Fate money.
of that Type Moon money and like,
all
you
that
know,
all
yeah,
that
you know
Type
what?
Moon money.
Fuck Demon Slayer season 3. Give me that. Thanks, homie.
Like Demon Slayer season
Oh
3.
god.
Yeah. Nah.
No.
We're busy with another Fate series.
They're just like,
Sorry.
thanks, fam. Sorry, fam. You know,
You're kind of backed up with like 3 other Fate series we gotta make.
free series.
Like
Yeah.
other like 10 other Fate spin-offs, whatever they whatever Type Moon decides to shit out that year.
Yeah.
Jeez.
So yeah. Uh,
You know what?
uh,
I don't know. I'm just coming from this whole piracy standpoint. It's just coming from a lost media kind of because I've been watching all this lost media, right? All this anime that just faded out of existence, and it's like
yeah.
if people had the means to preserve them, right, and upload them somewhere for everyone to see, because no one bothered to actually, because somehow, and this happens especially with interspecies reviewers, right? This, when Crunchyroll decided to air it and then suddenly it's gone. Now it's like, where the fuck is it? Where the fuck are we gonna watch it legally, right? Oh, guess what? Sites like Nine Anime. I got you, fam. Here it is, in all its HD glory. Have fun. We got that. You got sites like nyaa.si. It's like, here, fam. Here's like a 35 gigabyte version of it that's very high quality. Your eyes would your 8K copy of this anime if you want it, because apparently it's so crazy. It's so crazy how huge some of the file sizes there are. It's like for the 12 episode anime here 50 gigs. It's so
it's insane.
so
Like
high
a lot
quality.
of the things they like in the description of the encoding and stuff, like those go far over my head. I don't understand. I just
me
know
neither.
it's good.
I just take I just take the
screenshot.
one with the reasonable file size.
File size.
Yeah, 3 gigs, 4 gigs, 5 gigs. Hey, I'm down for that. It's a 24 episode anime.
And like encoding DD, I'm like, what? What are you talking about? Whatever. When I see the screenshots, I'm like, that's more.
If you research it a bit, it kind of starts to make sense. Like, have you heard? I think it's HVEC. I'm not sure if I'm correct on that one. And it's HVEC. So HVEC, right, is high efficiency video coding. So that means it's like, when you're zipping a file, it becomes smaller, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, it's a much smaller file size, but you get so much better quality despite that small size. But the kind of the catch of it is like it takes more CPU power for it to show for the device to show it to you, because it's processing this. It's kind of like it's processing this compressed data, and to process this compressed data, it takes a lot more effort to do so. So yeah, you're getting much more quality, but if you got a weak ass PC, you're gonna start seeing pixels, and I've noticed this when I tried watching it on my phone. I had a weak ass phone back then. It's like I could barely watch anime. I could barely watch anime with that encoding. Sorry if it seems a little. I don't know if you got it, but that's how I understood the HEVC apparently, HEVC stuff. Yeah, it's like that's great technology, because as someone who only has like a terabyte or something, a terabyte of space, it's like I welcome that shit. Powerful computers are gonna get more powerful, cell phones are gonna get more powerful, but space, my friends, well, sometimes you just can't afford it right now. It's cheap, but sometimes you can't afford it right now. As much as I want to buy like 5 128 gigabyte SD cards. Come on, guys.
I got better things to buy.
Oh, Aaron advocates piracy. For preservation purposes, yeah, I do advocate for it. Especially games too. Because when a game goes off Steam, where the fuck are you gonna buy it? And I've noticed this when
GOG.
GOG. What if it's not on GOG? What if like it happens so in the age of, like digital only stuff. This shit happens a lot. A lot of games that, oh, I played this when I was a kid. Now it's gone. You can't buy it anywhere. It's not even on GOG. Where the fuck are you gonna go? Of course, you're gonna end up going to the high seas, friends, because that's the only way you're gonna ever experience it again. And people are just like, oh, well, if it's gone, it's gone. The impermanence of media, as they say. Bullshit. You're on the age of the internet. It was on the internet once. It's going to be. It should be preserved. It should be preserved. Just like all media should be, because, like I said, storage is cheap. Why shouldn't it be?
But eventually, all of it, like most things, will fade in time.
Yeah.
One day the internet's gonna die out.
Yeah, that's a thing. So it's like these data hoarders, right? These data hoarders might be onto something. Because those guys got rigs like with terabytes that can handle terabytes upon terabytes of data. And if the internet goes down, it's like, whew, I've been waiting for this my entire life. I'm ready. I got all my movies and all my anime, and I can be entertained for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
It's like, whew. So it's like, maybe I should look into that.
Yeah.
With the age of Netflix and all that, it's like we forget that, hey, shouldn't you be owning something? Like, what if the internet goes down? What are you gonna do? Stare at a wall? It's like, you should look into owning some of that shit, Like, the movies you bought, I think if you buy the movie and you can't download it digitally, I think that's enough of a reason to pirate it, honestly. You bought it, right? You might as well give yourself a copy of it locally. Because apparently your provider didn't bother giving you the feature to download it yourself for some reason. Even though they should. That's why I'm really behind Bandcamp and all these other sites. Because they allow you to, download MP3 and even the FLAC versions of the music that you bought. It's like, that's amazing. I wish more sites did this. Even GOG, it's like they allow you to, have like a DRM free version of the game you bought. It's like, hey, if your internet goes down, no problem, bro. Here you go. You already downloaded it. You got you. Here's the game that you bought, stored in a USB somewhere. And, if you feel like playing it, play it. Like, dude, whatever.
Yeah.
It's amazing. I wish more sites, I wish more companies did that, but apparently not, More piracy.
So, no shame in piracy.
Yeah. It's not a black and white thing. That's for sure.
If you can't afford it, then, just buy it. Just
don't buy it.
You have options.
It's like, it's free to. I'm for the advocate of free to try. Honestly. Yeah, it's like if you buy a game and your PC can't run it, it's like, oh shit, looks like you wasted money. Oh no.
Yeah, it's like if you generally want something, it's like taking a car out, like test drive a car before and if you like it, you'll buy it. Maybe there's things like, even if it's a piracy, there's things that you won't get to enjoy if you don't buy it. So if you like it enough, you'll buy.
By the way, it's like back then, because I had this dual core PC, right, and that's all I got. I was so used to running games with compromises. So now when with a pretty decent build, now I have a pretty decent, laptop, more or less a mid-range. The fact that games can run at 60 frames for me is like, baffles my mind. It's like, what? Wait, you're not lagging?
What is this? Oh, smooth frames?
I tried running GTA 5 on this, right? It's like, wait, it's not lagging? It's a 2013 game, by the way. It's like 2013, so it should be able to handle it just fine. But to me, it's like, wait, I didn't do much in the way of compromises for this one. How are you running
What's
at
going
60
on?
frames? What's going on here?
You're thinking like, what's going on here?
It's like,
You're sus.
it's like wait, my stalker anomaly is running at 60, running smoothly. What the fuck is this magic? I can run it at high quality. What? You're
How
so
is this
used to
possible?
having low specs. It's like when you can finally run it at high, with high visual quality. It's like whoa.
and like low render distance and like I can see what's over there. What?
I can finally run Minecraft on high quality. What the hell? I can finally run it. I can finally see shit in front of me. What the shit?
This is amazing. This is amazing.
It's like I remember running Minecraft on a dual core. It's like it's like laggy as hell, but it works. It runs. I was still entertained for days.
Yeah.
I was just yeah. Around 2011, I started playing that game. Around 2011, still play to this day. It's amazing.
Yeah, it's still a fun game. It's like it's simple enough that there's replayability.
Lego stocks be like, yeah. Legos be like not stonks. I think it got more kids to Legos now. I think about it. It's like, oh,
Yeah,
it's
probably.
like Minecraft. Look, just puts two pieces
I mean, there's
together.
Lego Minecraft games. Isn't there like a Lego Minecraft set now?
Wait, what?
No, there's Lego Minecraft.
Yeah, I heard of that, but they're too small. I don't know if it's just the one I see, but it's like a Steve figurine and then a few blocks. Like, what the hell am I gonna do with this? But yeah, I guess that's about it. You got anything else to talk about?
Nah, nothing. So yeah, I probably talked out probably everything I wanted to talk. So yeah, this was fun. Kind of this was so spontaneous. By the way, Aaron just like chatted me like, "Hey, let's record." I don't know. I just woke up from a nap.
I already set this thing up. It's like, okay, might as well record an episode.
Yeah. So, but yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, back at the laundry room again. Hell yeah. This
Yeah,
dusty
the
ass
studio.
laundry room.
So yeah, I guess that's it.
Yeah. Yep. So take it away, Jess.
I want you guys to annihilate that smash the like button.
Nuke
But yeah,
that bell button.
do onto that what the Americans said
Eviscerate
to.
that subscribe button. It's like, wow,
hit
these
that bell
YouTubers sure are
notification.
violent.
These are some very violent YouTubers. But yeah, thanks for listening. I hope you guys like it. Stay tuned for more, and see you next time.
Yes, please smash. No, not only that,
Oh my
but nuke the like button, and please follow us on Facebook and Twitter. We have a Twitter now, and
Yay.
we're also on Odyssey. If you are, if you really hate YouTube, we're also on Odyssey.
If you're like the 3 people who know about it.
Hey. Okay.
Okay.
I hate that it's the truth. I hate that it's the truth, but soon, okay,
Soon.
Odyssey will catch
Hopefully.
on. I swear, I swear it will catch on. Like,
Hopefully.
YouTube
So, yeah.
will fuck up enough to the point where, I wonder what's the alternative to this bullshit site. And then bam,
Odyssey like sneaks
Odyssey stonks.
Odyssey stocks. So yeah. Anyways, thanks again, guys. See you next time. Bye.
Bye.